Hello, bombshellers. Everybody's been like, okay, she hasn't been on since Thanksgiving. Is she okay? Is she sick? Yada, yada, yada. So far, knock on wood, I am not sick. I have a little allergy thing going on, but I'm good. Um, we've got a lot to cover. We haven't been on here, like I said, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and today. So that's 3 days. So, whoop-dee. It's not been that long of an absence. Um, Thanksgiving went okay. We decided that we were going to have Cracker Barrel. They were on a limited menu, okay? You couldn't get what you wanted, per se, and they didn't have biscuits. They had dinner rolls, and it was just not very Cracker Barrel-ish. And yours truly had to eat the same thing that Grandpa ate, only I don't like gravy on my taters. If I'm going to eat taters, give me taters straight up with no gravy. And I had chicken and dumplings, taters with no gravy, and fried apples. Now he had chicken and dumplings, fried apples, and with mashed taters with gravy. My mom had the Thanksgiving meal, and then Kenzie had the vegetable plate, which she had double the macaroni and cheese, and I can't remember what else. But anyway, it was just a weird kind of Thanksgiving. I don't like eating on limited menus. It just makes it very hard and rough for everybody to get what they really want. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't good. I mean, it was good in a way, yes, but not good with the dinner rolls, not good with the service, because once you get there, it was like the blind leading the blind. There's somebody that greets you as you pull in, okay, at Thanksgiving time. Then they tell you to go pull in if you didn't pay it by a phone, okay, or whatever you want to call it. I go up to the door. There's this lady standing outside the door, and she tells me, well, you don't want to stop here. You want to go on in, but make sure you get what you need and get out. Okay, I had my mask on. Okay, I go in, I pay for the meal, I stand to the side because there was no orderly fashion or rhyme going on. While I'm standing to the side, another woman pays for her meal, and the manager was up there, and he goes, well, no, ma'am, you can't stand here. He's talking to somebody else, not me. And he goes, you've got to go out. And then he looks over at me and he's like, what? Why is she over there? And they're like going, well, she's waiting on her meal. It shouldn't be much longer. They're like, tell her to go to her car. Nobody's allowed in here after they pay, which was very uncourteous and very just not pleasant experience. So we sat in the car, and remind you, the meal pickup was at 1 o'clock. By the time that we got our meal, which was somewhat hot, not all the way hot, it was 1:10 exactly. Boy, Grandpa was fuming. He was wanting me to call the comment line, and I said, no, 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 no. Let's just tell him it's the holiday season, and we'll just get through it. So we got our food home. We ate there at home, and we played a game. If you are friends on my Instagram, you got to see me in a handcuff. It was called Cheaters by Monopoly, and Mackenzie won. My niece. She is such an excellent player at that. Anyway, I was like, let me go to jail. I don't want to play right now, and it got to be the fun place to be. But we also played Millborn, which is an automotive game from the 1960s. I found it at Goodwill for 99 cents. I'm one of these thrift store shoppers. It was complete, pristine, and I used to have that game growing up. Somehow or other, it disappeared over the years, and I'm grateful that I was able to find the same exact game, even a better condition, at Goodwill. And at a cheap price, too. That was basically Thanksgiving. We went to County Market later that evening, but it wasn't much to thrill about. Then came home. Black Friday. What did we do Black Friday? Well, Black Friday, my mom came up here early. And by early, I'm talking 9:30 is early for me to be on the road and out the door, boom, boom, boom. Because, I work from home, so I'm not used to this getting up way early, Like I got up at 8 to be ready to go out the door. Any cahoots. I didn't need to do much shopping. As you all can see, I've been doing a lot of Christmas shopping. But I still have odds and ends and, little things I want to pick up here and there. Anyway, we went out to J.C. Penney's, and here's another thing that I don't like. J.C. Penney's used to pass these coupons out on Thanksgiving, right? Well, because of COVID and y'all, they ain't going to do that. Understandable. However, their ad was false. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, we go through the checkout. My mom had picked out this one item for me to get her, okay, that she really wanted from JCPenney's. And meanwhile, she bought one item there and she had to get that taken care of. So after she gets done, here I come through the line. And the lady looks at me and she goes, I bet you think you're going to get 30% off, don't you? And I said, yeah. She goes, unless they sent you the coupon by mail or you have it on your phone, you don't get the 30% off. So there's another thing that was not very cool, y'all. Just saying. So by the time that I get done with that instance, if you will, I decide, okay, fine, let's go on down in the mall. I did get the item, but I went on down with her in the mall. They didn't have much to shout about, so we decided not to spend too much time there. We went to my favorite store where I like to get little odds and ends, Goodwill, because it was double points on Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, which I didn't get to participate on anything in Small Business Saturday, but that's okay. But Black Friday, I got to participate double points 3 times in one day at Goodwill, just saying. Grandpa didn't feel like going with us after all in the morning half. He waited to go in the evening, but we went and did some fine Christmas shopping. And not only Christmas shopping, y'all know that I go to the Candy Kitchen quite often in our family, and they're collecting books for the children wall. Well, I found some great buys there, not only once but twice on Black Friday, and I was blessed to get those books, and they will be going on the children's wall up there at Fleschner's Candy Kitchen. I believe we go Wednesday. Don't quote me or don't hold me to it, but I believe we go Wednesday. Anyway, I'm excited about that. And after that, went down to another craft store, took care of some Santa business down there, meaning I got a gift for a dear friend that I'm not going to say where at because I don't want to give the thing away, just in case. I know that this friend doesn't watch my YouTube, but just in case. And then came home. We had lunch at an unusual place. We went through McDonald's drive-thru, which there again, we had another fun-filled day. I tell you, that was just not a good day. My mom wanted to use the app, so we tried to use the app. Well, guess what? It was only good if you used it on the mobile feature. So we got cheated there out of $2. Now, it's not too much, right? But every penny counts in today's economy. So that really was not cool, McDonald's. I have to tell you that as well. After that El Cheeto situation, we came home. My mom left and went back home. Grandpa and I, we decided that throughout the day, we had back and forth conversations. The car still needs to be seen about my car, not his. I can't do anything right now because it's just my life, my schedule is just not fit around my car right now. And it's unfortunate. But it is what it is. And so hopefully here in the near future I can make the phone call that I need to make to State Farm. They can send the guy out to put the spare on for me. This is nothing new. We've been through this how many times so far this year? At least 3. At least maybe even 4. But anyway, this is the very first tire that ever got damaged and it was patched. Grandpa keeps saying, just put some more air in it. No matter how much air you put in that dang thing, it's not going to hold. Even the guy out there at USAVE told me, it's not going to hold. They have all seen their Hail Mary days, and it's time to be replaced. But my budget right now, I'm taking care of everybody and everything else before myself, which I know is probably not... I mean, it's a wonderful thing to do for the Christmas spirit, no joke. But when it comes to myself, I should, squeak in there somewhere, right? Makes me want to cry, but I'm holding it all in, y'all. Anyway, after we went back to Goodwill on Black Friday, we got some more good bargains out there. And we didn't go nowhere else. We just came home. How did today go? Well, I worked today. I forgot to share the big news on Friday. I can't tell you not this big moment thing. So Grandpa heard from Bill Anderson in the mail, which you ought to have seen his face. He was overjoyed with this. There was a personalized greeting card, which I think he put on his desk. I'm not for sure where he put it, but inside it informed him that me, his granddaughter, paid for him to have the Bill Anderson fan club letter in hard copy print so he wouldn't have to see it on the internet because he doesn't know how to work the internet at 97 years old. And he would be getting it to read in the mail. So he was excited about that, and he thanked me that he was going to be able to hear from his favorite country music star every single month in 2021. So thank you for that. That was the exciting moment. Friday, I also came to the realization, I guess we got to do that before we hit Saturday, that I wanted to somewhat decorate. I'm not in the mood really this year for Christmas. It seems more like a chore than it is a holiday, and it's sad. I really thought that, okay, this holiday season, I was going to be a little bit more excited and energized, but I don't know. I'm just going through the phases, I feel like. I went outside and I got all the signs out for Christmas that says either let it snow, Merry Christmas, hope, yada, 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 and put my 3 Christmas flags out, hung the wreath on the front porch, decorated the front door. But I still, and the tree is up, so give me some props there. There's ornaments on the tree. However, I just can't bring myself to go downstairs and get the 3 big crates of decorations. I have a few decorations peppered throughout the living room, yes, but as you can tell, there's no Christmas tree in my bedroom. There's no holiday spirit in my bedroom. I guess it's just, I feel defeated in a lot of ways this year. And I just hope and pray for the best, not only for myself, but everyone watching this video. If you're feeling the holiday blues already like me, guess what? You're not alone. I have so many hopes and dreams for this holiday season. I want to do better than I did the year before. Not for myself, but for others. I know Tuesday is Giving Tuesday. I did pick out my thing online to be Central Illinois Sheltie Rescue, and I hope that you all give to that. Kobe was my late Shetland sheepdog and meant the world to me. And I hope that you give in his honor and mine as well. But back to Black Friday and decorating. So when I got through decorating with all the signs out front, my eyes fell on these lights not being used. And I kept thinking in my head, what good are they doing in a box? What good are they doing sitting on a shelf? So I took the old laundry basket down, which had lots of candy canes in it, and I threw it outdoors. And I took the egg box that had lights in it that you could string like we always did along the fence, put it outdoors, for the trash, next to the trash cans. I told everybody on Facebook, hey, there's lights out by the trash can. You're welcome to them. Just don't make a mess is all I ask. Well, we'll come back to that in a few minutes in Saturday's review. But also Friday on Lifetime, they had a wonderful movie. I have to mention that. Jason Priestley was in that movie, and if I could get the DVD of Dear Christmas, that was so far the one I would say that this holiday season is a must-have. Moving on to Saturday now. Finally, everybody's thinking. I worked today, but in the news of my artwork, how am I doing on my presents? Well, I've got a total of, I would say 3 left that I have to do. But this dude is now finished on the bike, and yes, that's the example, and this is how he ended up. And what's the 2 that I'm kind of working on? Well, I got stumped, y'all. I'll be honest. Every once in a while, you hit a roadblock, right? Creatively. I hit a roadblock creatively. This is my gingerbread man. Now I was doing good until I got to all this body parts, and I'm like going, what in the world? I mean, I know that it's black and white, and brown and maybe some red and green, but what other colors could you use? Thank goodness for Google. I Googled tonight some colors to decorate this poor boy with tomorrow, and I saved the picture. So I know what the color pattern should be. Meanwhile, while I got stumped, and yes, I admit I got stumped, I started in on this one. So, and that's like a little bronze metallic on the tree there. And it's pine green tree with brown base. I don't know if this should be white and just, like snow, because look, it's outside. There's snowflakes. So to me, it should be white. So you're going to have to stay tuned on that. But I worked today after work. Oh, I wanted to share this with you if I can find it now. Don't you love when you put something down and then when you forget where you put it? It was a funny thing, too. No, that's Better Homes and Garden. Well, now I can't find it. Anyway, if I find it, I'll share it with you probably someday soon, or go to my Instagram, Blonde Bombshell as well. There is a picture that I took from the Saturday Evening Post, and it has Rudolph on a date with a young lady. And she goes, "Sorry, Rudolph, I just don't think this is going to work out. You love your reindeer games." And I thought, oh, that is so good. I have to share. I shared it, and to my amazement, no one either liked it or loved it on Facebook. And I thought, it's adorable and cute. But they liked other things I posted, like Santa bites from the Saturday Evening Post. Didn't make a lot of sense to me, but anyway, tonight I watched USS Christmas, a touching story on Hallmark. Two of my favorite actors were in that movie, and it was a very good movie. But I wouldn't want it on DVD. It's a good one-time through and I'm done, I would say. But after that, I decided to take the trash out. Well, this is the update on the lights. So something told me to look and just see if anything had been gone or taken, or, what the story was. Well, I remind you, in the egg carton was filled with a bunch of just lights to go along the fence, okay? That's how we always had them. And then to the side was an old laundry basket. Inside it was a bunch of candy canes. Well, there's good and there's bad. The good is, I went out there and looked in the egg basket. Somebody took the string lights, but left broken picture frames. What's up with that? Only good thing is I can say trash day is Tuesday. In the old laundry basket, some of the old candy canes are gone, but some of the candy canes remain. So I ask, please take those before trash day. Thank you. And trash day again is Tuesday. So if you're interested in candy cane lights or broken picture frames, come and help yourself at the alleyway in our alley. Anyway, that's the news. I'm doing well, so please don't keep bombarding me with, are you okay? Do you have COVID? Have you spent time in the hospital? Were you out too long? No. I will say that I did go to Dollar General tonight, and that was after work, before the movie, and I had to use my $5 off coupon down there because it was Saturday. Dollar General, I give you lots of praise for continuing your $5 off 25. I go there every Saturday because of that coupon. Kid you not. Anyway, went in there, and I had a few items. I had made a list. That is something not heard of with yours truly. And I went by the list. But they were out of a lot of items, but I figured that was because we're on the first shopping weekend of, the holiday season. Big surprise. However, there is more news. Are you ready for this? I got some Toys for Tots gifts that I'm going to donate to the Candy Kitchen yet again, because they have a box up there where you can donate toys. And I wanted specifically to get a toy for a boy and a toy for a girl. So I got a $5 toy, which was like a little hauler truck that they could, little boy could push around the way of his house or whatever and play with this semi-truck. And for the little girl, I got a Barbie doll. And I wish I could get more, but my budget doesn't allow for it. And if anybody seeing this does the stimulus check, if you were to give me a stimulus check, let me tell you how I would spend it. I would donate some more to Toys for Tots. I would donate to St. Jude's, the ASPCA, to the disabled veterans, and also to Make-A-Wish Foundation, because I seen them on TV last night. Those things I would donate to. And then I would get Of course, my car, well, I would probably get my car fixed first because that's a huge thing, okay? Then I would do all those donations. And then I would, if there was money allowing, I would make sure that my grandpa's car gets totally up to shape. He's having a few issues with his car. The window sticks. He took it out to USAVE, but they don't do body work. I've been trying to get him to take it to Porter's, but he's afraid of the bill. And they did some more work out at USAVE on it, but the light comes on it and it says service engine soon. He doesn't know how much longer. He's fearful of his car working because it's over 100,000 miles. So he's always like, I'll drive, you can sit shotgun. This will teach you to get your car fixed. Well, how can I get it fixed if I don't have the cash? But I just want to make sure that everyone is remembered this holiday season and no one goes forgotten. Tonight when I went down to Dollar General, I'll say this really quickly before I end this little video. We have some neighbors around here that have been very wonderful to us. One neighbor in particular was there for my grandma when she would go to the hospital or down here at the nursing center. And he's an elderly gentleman, and he's always been kind to us. So I always try to make not a big gesture, but something like a big word find book. And I was going to get him a cup with candy in it. Do you know Dollar General does not sell those anymore? I had to get a travel mug with hot cocoa in it. But it's still the same preface. And I figure hot cocoa's better than candy any day, right? So I got that. And I got playing cards. And a little bobblehead ornament. And I want to get him some hankies a piece. He's got another fellow that he lives in there with. And it's just... Kurt and Fred have been nice friends to my grandparents for the longest time. So I always want to make sure that, we always remember the ones that remember us, who have been helpful, who have been thoughtful, and so on and so forth. It's just like in here, I've got gifts that are for close friends and across the street with the kids, of course. And, I always try to make sure to get things that are, wow, oh my gosh, gifts. So that's what I go for. And be like, not only did I take time to remember you, but I really put some thought into that gift. And that's what I'm most proud of when I do my holiday shopping, because I try to start way back in, I actually was doing it in July to August, somewhere in there. And I still feel like I should have done more, but they didn't have some of this holiday themed stuff out until, right after, a little bit after Halloween, but not much around here. Some of the places I was looking for some of these, little things here and there, and they just didn't have it. Anyway, I'm glad that I got done what I've got done so far. How far have I done now? I would say I've got 5% left to go, and I'm good. So that's where we're at with that. I love each and every one of you. Let's hope Santa sees it in his heart just to look after my SUV, please. And God bless each and every one of you. Let's get that stimulus check, Congress. And if any of the businesses that I watch this, that's your performance review. That's how you're doing. Cracker Barrel needs improvement. McDonald's needs improvement. Dollar General, you're outstanding as always. County Market, love y'all. Just saying. I would say that Goodwill, you always do good work. Thank you for being you. And that's all I'll say for tonight. I know. It's like weird, isn't it? I know we're not supposed to sing right now because of this pandemic. They haven't said that for Illinois. Now, they said it in one of those other states. You can't sing, you can't shout, you can't... I mean, the list gets longer and longer about the things you can't do for this virus. But soon they're going to say you can't smile. Well, a mask covers it up, so honestly, how can you? But anyway, I'm just thinking out loud. I want to say also thank you to my viewers. It seems like my views have gone up lately. Don't really understand that, but thank you for that. I hope that you're watching with good intentions and not bad. I guess I will say this really quickly. on my Facebook. I usually try and not friend anyone from my high school days. I have my own reasons. That's all I'll say. Um, Recently I did. It is what it is. For whatever reason I did that. I don't know. Maybe it was because I thought, okay, we have so many mutual friends, and time to just change people, give the benefit of the doubt. I did get some more friend requests, but I'm just trying to go, why? Why now? What's their purpose? What's their gain? What do they want to know? Yada, yada, yada. I guess it's just because I've been so hurt and betrayed in the past, it's hard to trust and believe the good in people. And that's where I stand now. I guess, I'm part Grinch this year. Well, it is what it is. Love y'all. Good night. God bless. Stay safe. Keep your 6 feet of social distance. Wash your hands. When you can't wash your hands, please use your hand sanitizer. Oh, I will tell you something kind of exciting, and I apologize I have not been sharing this with you. The Oprah magazine has been running a 12-day of Christmas, I probably said this wrong, promotion. And if you enter in the code every day, then you have a chance at winning, a greater chance at winning, I believe is the way they put it, whatever Oprah feels to give that day. Well, there's been 5 codes so far, and we're not too far off from finishing this. So I hope that you all, if you haven't participated, start participating, and you won't regret it. It's a lot of fun to put the code in and enter it in and hope to the best. There's also a contest in the food magazine, which, again, I don't see it, about count how many gold coins are in the jar, and you might win $500. So I put that in for that, and I hope that if I don't win it, one of you all win it. I'm trying my best to learn this year, and maybe it's a little too late, but we all get older, we all get wiser, isn't that what they say? To want the best for others, no matter how bad it might hurt you or how bad it might break your heart. And just go on with life and feel so grateful that you have a life to live. My heart goes out to all of those people affected by COVID for a lot of reasons. But one in particular, I know I keep throwing it back to my grandma, but to me she was the first COVID case, because I'd never seen a hospital so stymied and not prepared to deal with how sick my grandmother was. Excuse me. And when we got to the other hospital, they were doing their best, but they even felt like if they would have had the case to begin with, they would have had a better handle on the situation. Who knows? But to go into a room, and before you go in that room, you have to put gloves on, you have to put that gown on, you have to put the mask on. And this was, excuse me, way back before all this you gotta wear a mask situation. I have a foghorn. Anyway, it is no fun to not only have to gear up to go in, but try to mentally prepare yourself to see someone that bad off and not be able to help them and feel so helpless. And you just pray that they didn't suffer for the time that they spent in that phase. Holidays are always the toughest, right? Anyway, with that being said, good night. God bless. Stay safe. Stay well.